What's up? This is my first clip on my Hero 13 Black.
So I recently purchased a GoPro Hero 13 Black and just kind of wanted to run it through a couple tests and just kind of mess with it and play with it, and this is kind of my excuse to do so, basically.
Probably a pretty low light situation, definitely. And I don't know if this mic is working. Seems like it might be. I just tapped on it, but we'll find out. Now I'm in my super dark room and I'm just using kind of whatever micro SD card I have. So we'll see how this is going. We are out here at the Sweet Curbs and we're just checking out, doing a little test. This is gonna be kind of cool because I just want to see how this thing does outside with no ND filters or anything like that. So it'll be cool. Now we're gonna change up the angles a little bit. This is kind of like shooting into the sun, or this way. It seems like it hasn't stopped recording. I think as soon as I said that, it did that. So I think it's listening to me. I forgot there's like voice commands and all that. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna try that right now so I don't get a bunch of like weird clips, you know? Or have to cut it. So I'll just try to be like, say what I need to say. Recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. So that didn't work. Let's see, so the thing that's like always been a bummer on my phone, I can't get a good clip of this like mani pad. So let's chuck this puppy in hyperview or something and see if that works. Try it out. So that was like a mad weird aspect ratio or whatever, 5.6K. It's not stopping, so I think we're good. I think earlier might have just been a fluke, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep trying a couple tricks. So a quick note right after that, I said that, it stopped. It gave me that message again, and it's like, oh yeah, it's too much. So I'm gonna see how this goes and see if it stops, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna change it up and color settings a little bit. I'm gonna get out a log, see how we do there. Alright. Pretty sure it's still going. Wish the screen wouldn't turn off, but we'll see when we're still going though. And I'm thinking I'm gonna just do a little flat ground session, but there's all these like these bugs. Flat ground session. I didn't miss all those tricks, how to frame and all that. Seems to be working so far. Alright. No, I gotta get kicked up like this. Alright, yeah. it seems to have worked. Alright, cool. Hyped on this purchase. Let's see how awesome this thing is in the future. Hopefully we don't fuck it up. Time will tell though. Alright, so this is with me testing out the light. This shit gets really, really bright.
Say hi, Kitty.
No. Alright, so this is like a pitch black room, and I'm kind of just curious how it looks. We'll find out later though. Day 2, testing this bad boy out. Got a couple of ND filters, super cheapos on the Amazons. So this is with it, without. It pops off and on real easy. Well, I've got the media mod case on. Gonna try those out, we'll see how that goes. I'm also gonna switch it into 60 at least here in a second because we're gonna get some cool bike shots. Because I got one of these bad boys mounted on here. See how it looks. Hopefully it'll be cool. Find out. Hopefully this isn't too dark because I was gonna throw in some other NDs. But yeah, this might be the one. We'll see. I don't know. Alright, so this is the sweet bike rig. Actually kind of always wanted to do this. So hopefully it goes well. This is the first time I've actually used the microphone that's on it. I've always had the media mod thing on, so this will be interesting how this sounds, but we'll see. Alright, am I cut? Alright, little adjustment. Hopefully that works better. That's exciting. Hopefully that was like sick footage. Alright, so now we got this bad boy mounted on my bike, on the handlebars. Just right around, see how that goes. Might be kind of cool. We'll find out right now. We'll do some more like that actually. It's like farther away now, but hopefully that'll look cool. We'll find out right now. Yep! This looks kind of cool. I would be hyped to see this. Oh shit, it's moving way more though. And then keep trying. See how that goes. Alright, we're back. Trying again. Hopefully this is more gooder. And it's already not. It's just swaying hardcore. Hopefully that's not gonna move. We'll find out right here. It's totally gonna move. It's totally already moving. There she goes. I wonder how bumpy it is too. I don't think I have the hyper smooth going on right now. But this is totally doable if I just like hold it. You know, it's gonna suck. Not suck. It's doable. Alright, so it totally stopped recording. I think it's totally because the card, I skimped out on the card a little bit. Thinking like, oh, I've got a bunch of micro SD cards, it'll probably work. I'll just use that thing, but maybe I should go get a better card. I might do that, maybe here in a little bit, but in the meantime, let's get some random skate clips and see how that goes. There's a weirdo that's going back and forth over there, so this might get a little weird, folks. Alright, we're out here at the same curbs from yesterday. Same parking lot. Just kind of testing out the ND filter, seeing how that goes. And that's kind of about it. Also just gonna kind of skate a little bit, get a few tricks in. Skate this curb. Also kind of trying to see how long it can go. So far so good. So far so good. I'm gonna change up angles. Just see how that goes, man. But yeah, still recording. And I'm just gonna keep rolling so I can see how it does. I guess. Alright, been going for 5 minutes. So far, no nothing. Changing the angle a little bit. Wait, hold up. That's the edge of the... Oh, man. This thing's been in the shot the whole time, huh? Oh, with hyperview. Yeah, I just realized for show. Well, that's a downside, I guess. It's a little closer because I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah. I don't think I'm actually like this. Still going. That's okay so far. So far, so fun. Except for just now realizing that the ND filter is in the shot when I do hyperview. When I'm gonna try out superview, I feel like that'll be better. But I do like me some hyperview. So we'll see. Alright, so I just kind of decided to try a couple of the NDs. This is ND16 now. And yep, went into the super view. It's like it's still in the shot. You can see on those little edges of the corners. And you can kind of see like the stabilization. Yeah, a little bit of the stabilization in there. So I'm gonna actually cut this right now, put it into just wide, and see how that looks. Alright, so it looks like you can maybe see a teeny bit of it in the wide as well, possibly, but not as bad, seems like. We're gonna do that again because I think I recorded the last one in vertical mode. Maybe, we'll find out later. But yeah, so I just did that thing again where it cut. Starting to wonder if it's wide, but then again, we're on ND16 on wide. I don't think I can see any of the sides on it. Do that just to give you a little, hopefully maybe more of an even expression on my face. Going back to my bike. Yeah, so did it again. Wide at 60 in log. It doesn't seem to like, so I might be making a trip to Target and getting a new card. We'll see. Okay, so we are now on the ND32. Now skate around is sort of like a good test. Because I like direct sunlight. We're a little bit like in the shade a little bit. Looks pretty good. And I don't know, hopefully I'm not too much in the shadow, but this is also nice. And it's kind of like behind us. Yeah, so it doesn't like 4K 60 and wide for some reason. Alright, we got the CPL filter on here now. Put it in the 30. Hopefully that helps. It's still in 4K wide, but now in 30. And D-locked still as well, but we got the CPL filter on, and it is super dusty. I'm sure all these filters are looking super rough. And we'll try that again, see how that look goes. But alright, so this is some cool, like, sort of orangish pink filter. Kind of like 6 so far. Kind of liking it. So, seems like 4K 30 did the trick. I can't remember what this one's called. It's just like a pink filter. Yeah. And then I think the next one's like a purple filter. Just to see what this looks like in post. Later on, anyway. So this last one, this is some kind of like purple filter. I'm not sure what it does either, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna show this guy. I'm also really curious to see what this purple filter does. I think it's something for diving. I could totally be wrong though. But also, I've been skating intentionally to see how well the mic filters that out, or at least can pick up the voice while I skate. So, we'll see there.
Alright, so before I dump this footage and do anything else, there's one more thing that I wanted to do, or at least test out, and that is a microphone. Seems to be working, but yeah, we'll find out later.